Live in Time is a brand new romantic film starring Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh, and one that I've been very, very excited for because I love when romantic dramedies introduce you to a couple of characters that you genuinely resonate with and care about, just for the film to absolutely emotionally destroy you by the end of it. And, anyways, we're just gonna cut right to the chase with this one. This is fantastic. An emotionally captivating film with some of the best lead performances of the year, in my opinion. Seriously, it is so unbelievable to me that Andrew Garfield hasn't won a single Academy Award yet. If Tick Tick Boom, a masterpiece, didn't get him the win, then nothing will at this point. Florence Pugh might be the standout here, and she's arguably the protagonist, maybe tied with Andrew Garfield's character for the same amount of screen time, but the journey that Florence Pugh's character Alma goes through in this film is something that'll definitely resonate with a bunch of people. It's depressing stuff. They'll probably resonate with it more than me because I've never really gone through anything that this film presents, but I was still able to latch on to the emotions and the characters because that is just what art is able to do to you. It's great stuff. The film plays out in a non-linear style for most of its runtime, and I'm not the biggest fan of that, style of filmmaking. But as for this specific film, I sort of found the non-linear thing to be more detrimental towards the story rather than something that enhances it. So nothing's really changed with my opinion on non-linear storytelling. I can't pronounce that, man. But it's bound to work for most people because I know a lot of people that genuinely love that and think it's so unique and so cool. I'm not one of those people, unfortunately. I do think that this film should have been longer. Now, as much as I rooted for these characters and their relationship and for them to be together and all, it definitely, and I mean definitely, would have benefited from a longer runtime to truly flesh their relationship out even more than the film already did. But damn, I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was on the verge of tears by the end of this film, especially during that epilogue with quotations around it, because I'm not sure if you would call it an epilogue, but I'm just gonna call it that because it is pretty much that, even though it doesn't explicitly say it. The inclusion of a 3-year-old daughter, I believe her name is Ella, I think. Maybe I have short-term memory loss, but I don't fully remember, but I think her name is Ella. It doesn't really matter. The inclusion of a 3-year-old daughter is also going to be something that a lot of people just hits a lot of people in the core of their heart, because putting that in the circumstances of what the film puts its protagonists in is heartbreaking. Just great stuff. Fantastic writing all across the board. We Live in Time can definitely feel like a familiar story at times, but the phenomenal performances, great writing, and an emotionally compelling message on legacy and being remembered after you die is just great. That makes the film definitely worth a watch. So go check this one out. It's great.